And greetings to you, value investors, stock traders, what are you? Hype dorks across the fruited plain. Hype dorks, I know you might be watching me depressed under your covers in your bed today because of Tesla, but it's going to be okay. I will still be here to entertain your little heart. Okay, let's get at it. So, I find it funny that the inflation number came out this morning, but if you look at the top of the website, it's of Yahoo Finance, it said jobless claims came in at new all they're talking about is jobless claims. What happened to the inflation number? I thought it was such an important number. Let's come over here. Do they have anything? Nothing. Oh, wait a second. What does this say? Consumer. Okay, so at least they put it on their website, but there's no big banner or anything like that. Anyways, futures are down a tick because everyone's a little bit surprised what's happening. So here's a good tweet from my favorite economist, Mohamed El-Erian. Again, inflation is significantly hotter than the median forecast month to month. U.S. CPI rose 0.9% compared to the 0.6 consensus. That takes the annual measure to a stunning 6.2%. And we ain't even talking about, we're not even including gas or food in that, or energy or food. Transitory, quote unquote, transitory downplaying of inflation is ending up being a real issue economically and socio-politically. So there's your inflation number. I don't know what to tell you. I thought it was transitory. Anyways, I didn't actually think it was transitory, and neither did you. Come on. Let's talk about home pricing. So home prices drop by late 2022, says Mortgage Bankers Association. CNBC has it on their site. Yes, they do. How about Google News? Yeah, right. I'm not reading that one. Is Google News a thing? Mohammed is a Debbie Downer. So, all right, I got a bone to pick with you. Mohammed is a Debbie Downer. Sir, Michael, there's a difference between being a Debbie Downer and a realist. If you can't handle reality, then I don't know what to tell you. There's things that come out that are facts that you just have to believe, and they are what they are, versus cheerleading the markets like a lot of these people do. If you want cheerleaders, go watch the pundits on TV. If you want facts, look at people that actually understand things and then will tell you things the way that they are. I know it breaks your heart and it hurts a little bit, but reality is a lot better than this fantasy land that a lot of people want to live in. Sorry to say that, but that is exactly what it is. If you think that 6.2% is not stunning or whatever adjective he used, then you have a screw loose. I'm sorry to say that, but you do. And if you want to go listen to a fantasy land, go over to somebody else's tweet and make yourself feel better that way. But if you think that 6.2% is okay, then I don't know what to tell you. Home prices drop by late 2022, says Mortgage Bankers Association. It will slow, but it won't stop. So the Mortgage Bankers Association foresees the median price of existing homes posting a 15.3% year-over-year gain to $362,000. In the first quarter of 2022, it sees prices beginning to fall as the year progresses. The group expects the median price of existing homes at the end of 2022 to be at $352,000. That would represent a 2.5% year-over-year drop in prices. So that is that. And then if you look at this graph, it kind of shows you look at that number right now, the Q1 22, and then just you could see it plummet. But you can see that in 2023 it starts to move back. So that's what's going on there. A lot of it boils down to inflation, of course, a rise in mortgage rates, which have dropped to record lows as the Fed keeps money cheap. Numbers are going to start ticking up. And even when we start looking at what their projections are for 2022, the Mortgage Bankers Association says that a 30-year fixed mortgage rate will hit 3.7% by the third quarter of 2022 and 4% by the end of the year. I did a mortgage in March of 2019, and I got the best rate at the time that was being offered, and that was 4.29%. So even if by the end of next year we're at 4% by 2022, now I know the landscape has changed in the economy, but with that being said, it's still the rates are still not going to be what they were prior to the COVID. Okay, look at this one. Zillow is predicting a 13.6% growth in U.S. home prices over the coming 12 months. Guys, if you still believe what Zillow says, I own a piece of the Empire State Building, and I'm willing to sell it to you. Fannie Mae is projecting 7.9. CoreLogic has it at 1.9. So, of course, Zillow is the most bullish because they got to save their ace. Wholesale inflation rose 8.6% year over year in October, tied for the highest level in 11 years. So that is the highest annual rate dating back 11 years. Elevated demand for goods over services, again, led to the inflation story, which has increased demand for goods, accounting for more than 60% of the increase. The good news is beef and veal are coming down, 10.3%, but energy prices are still going up a 6.7%, over the past, month? Over the past month? Okay, well, I can't remember. I don't see where it says. Has to be month because they report this every month. PayPal plummets 10% after its lower guidance this year. So PayPal, they made a partnership with Amazon. So they took their Venmo piece. It's not actually PayPal. They took the Venmo piece and put it with Amazon. So I don't know, but I think that you're going to be able to send your Venmo payment to Amazon to purchase your products if you have some account like that. So Venmo is an awesome product. I used it the other night. Somebody came over and bought something, but it's going to be with Amazon. So right now, the issue with PayPal, and we heard this when they were going after Pinterest. The rumor was that they're losing users and they're trying to build back users. So that is a lot of their projections were lowered going into the next quarter. This is why I don't like quarter to quarter projections, but it is what it is. So if you want to go and look at PayPal, go and look and try to trade that thing, because I think that you are going to be able to compensate on that from a little bit of craziness that's been happening. What is this? Borrowers rush to finance as mortgage rates drop for a second straight week. So the mortgage numbers are, this is why I check the rates. So I look at those yields every day because I like to see where things are going. I would not have expected mortgage rates to fall for a second straight week, but seeing what the yields were doing, it makes it obvious. So you kind of get a forecast of what's going to happen. mortgage rates fell for the second straight week. That helped boost demand for the first time in a while. Now, their demand out there is not the greatest. Well, I should say there's demand, but the problem is the supply is the issue. So as more supply, and we're not really in housing season anymore, especially with people going back to school. People are obviously in school now. Holidays are coming up, so there's not a lot of movement going on. But that's what's happening with the mortgage rates. Somebody said I use Zelle now. Yeah, same thing. Don't you have to have like a certain Bank of America account or something like that? I really don't know. Rivian. This is for day traders. Rivian's going public today. $78 a share. So go and trade this to your heart's desire and make some money. Next, Elon Musk loses $50 billion in 2 days, a record wealth plunge. So the biggest wealth plunge ever was $36 billion by Jeff Bezos after his divorce from his ex-wife. And Elon lost 50. So I guess Tesla's just been plummeting. I don't really know what to tell you. I just wanted to show this because I think it's funny. And I'm sure he's going to get it back. But Peloton reveals, this is the craziest story. So if you guys watch any of our videos that we've done previously, where it's Paul, Seth, and I sitting in the studio, I've said multiple times, Peloton needs to get into an area where they're not just doing cardio equipment. It needs to be something where they can compete, where people can create an entire home gym where they can actually work their muscles out and not just bike or walk on a treadmill. So they've come up with something. It's a camera. Is there a picture here? It is a camera like this, and it detects your motion and calories or something like that. But the issue is it's $500. I mean, it's a camera. I mean, man, and then you have to pay the subscription fee on top of it. I'm glad that they're starting to move in that direction, but damn, I mean, it must be some high quality technology in that thing for $500. But that's what they're going to come out with. I guess it's going to come out in 2022. It's called Peloton Guide. It attaches to the top of your TV. AI functions will track your movement in real time, give you feedback on the screen if it's being done correctly. So I'm sure that Apple's going to come out with a similar product sooner than later. But for Peloton's sake, they better sell a lot of these things because they're down, I think, nearly 50% in the past couple of days. So that's that. Follow us on Instagram. At TraderMo_EM, at Paul Gabriel, and at Seth Kirchanan. I want followers, so follow me. Peloton isn't cheap. Nope, Peloton is not cheap. It's a good product. It's just not cheap. Yeah. It's crazy that you actually pay for you pay for the hardware, which is incredibly expensive, as we're seeing with that. And then you pay $40 a month or $12. I think this one's $12 a month. Somebody told me that, so I'm not necessarily sure. But man, it's crazy. Yes, guys, as far as the app goes, the app is being fixed by, so for the way that they explained it to me is the app in the App Store, quote unquote, died. It doesn't happen often, but it did. So we're getting approval from Apple right now. Apple has to approve it. Once they approve it, you'll be able to download it or update it or what have you, and it will be fixed. So it is being fixed. I promise you, it's in the works, and you will have the app back. Guys, I don't have the app either, and I use the app at least 15 times a day, so it's going to be all right. That's that. All right, let's check the yields before we get into some other stuff, and they are down, and this is why I like looking at the yields, because I like seeing where things are going. They move in conjunction with other types of rates. Today, Disney reports after the bell. Beyond Meat reports after the bell. The Tattooed Chef reports after the bell. The Battle of Fake Meat reports after the bell. Tomorrow, what do we have tomorrow? Anything that I notice that you guys trade? Nope. And then Friday, probably not much Friday. AstraZeneca, I've never seen somebody trade that, but I like that company. But that's about it. So if you want to join the software, $29 a month gets you that, gets you the app that's going to be coming out. $29 a month gets you that. You get 8 pillars software, 8 pillars portfolio. Yeah, it's great, the value that you get. Plus, you get the community of 6,000, 7,000 people, whatever it is now. If you want to join the Bid and Ask Nation, that's with me. We're going to do some trading here in a few minutes, and we'll go through that. You get all my training videos, Trading 101 series, seminars, Employee Trader series, everything. And by the way, for the employed trader series, we've started to incorporate swing trade. So it's going to get more active now. So we're going to be swing trading and long-term trading different stocks. So I am pretty excited to get that one going. And that will be a good one to, we'll see what's going to happen. So $750 gets you a 1-hour session with me. Talk about whatever you want. Talk about trading, talk about your portfolio, talk about options, what have you. And if you want to do a real estate deal with Paul, $10,000 for 4 hours of his time. And I can assure you that he won't put you in a situation like Zillow is in. So what is this? Oh yeah, that's that. All right, let's get to some of your questions and we'll run through them. Guys, smash the like button for me while we're at this. Or the dislike. If you're really grumpy today and you've lost a lot of money like Elon and you're laying depressed under your pillow, I understand. You might want to smash a dislike this morning because I'm rather chipper at this hour. So that would be acceptable too. But you can smash the like button also. Let's see what we have here. The Android works. Yes, it does. Jimmy is my boy. Jimmy's awesome. Disney price. Mo, I need my crack app. Yep. Peloton, damn it. Okay, that was a little bit aggressive. Peloton will install. Oh, God, Matt. All right, let's do Disney first. Worst trade I've ever had. So I traded. So it wasn't actually a bad trade. Well, it was just I broke the rules. This was 2015. I threw. I think I threw $200,000 into LABU, and I got smoked that morning. If any of you guys trade LABU, you know that it's a very volatile stock. So I got smoked by it. I lost 27 G's within a matter of like 7 minutes, and I wasn't using a stop loss. So that was the reasoning for that. But indication, it just means follow your rules. All right, let's see what we have with Disney going on right here. Disney. So it's consolidating, 100% consolidating at this level. I really don't foresee a lot of price. It depends what they report. A lot of it's going to come down to Disney Plus. Everyone's obsessed with Disney Plus. I don't know why Disney Plus is carrying this company, but it is. So they're either going to go here, or kind of just stay the same. So we're going to see. I basically think they're going to gap above their 200 or below their 25, and that's what's going to happen. So if you are in this right now, I would suggest you are not in it for earnings because it's a total crapshoot of what's going to happen, and we will go from there. Let's see. AT&T. Jimmy got into this from my understanding. I know him and I talked about this in the past, but I didn't know that he got into it. I mean, I see his reasoning. I like AT&T too. The reason that I just need to see more. So the trajectory that AT&T is on right now, I love what they're doing as far as getting rid of some debt, admitting their wrongs. I really love that they cut their dividend. I want to see them start buying back shares, and I want to see them keep reducing that debt even more because they have a lot of it. And if they keep doing that and moving in the right direction, AT&T is going to be a good company to buy. Anyways, from a trading perspective, you got nothing to go from down here. You are at lows that you haven't seen since, I believe, 2011, 2010. And if you want to go over here, you're rolling over. So it's going to take a lot of volume and a lot of good things for them to move up. I would just stay away from this thing from a trading standpoint until you get it into the sweet spot. How about Discovery? Okay, I'll do Discovery in a second. People like Disney, but I think the stock is too goofy. Boom, 10 out of 10. Alibaba. Let's try Alibaba. Alibaba reports next week, I believe the November 18th. Yeah, okay, so maybe a little after next week, 8 days from now. From a swing trading perspective, if you want to, you can try to run this thing up to the 100-day moving average, but you got a lot going against you. You got declining volume over the past basically 3 weeks, and that is showing over here on your long-term chart. So I do think you've hit some kind of support level here at 160, and we'll see what happens from here. But I would just be cautious. Make sure you follow your trend. Mo, if I want to upgrade to the bid and ask, do I upgrade or cancel my membership, then sign back up? Just go to everythingmoney.com and upgrade. And if you have any issues, email help@everythingmoney.com, and Nick will certainly get you taken care of. Holy moly. what happened here? Did I not say that this thing was coming back down to 120s? And here we are at 1,005. Did I not say it? This is disruption for flagpole patterns and my rules. Listen to me, people. I'm right. And listen to this. Yesterday, go watch the show yesterday. I drew a line right here, and I said, this thing is going to come right down to here. And yesterday, the stock price came to there. Today, we're going to open lower, but I said it's going to come down because if it's going to break through this level, and it's going to fall right back down. It fell right to that little W formation yesterday, and it's lower today. At this point, I believe it will probably come down to this 900, 880 level. Guys, this stuff works. I'm telling you right now. Go watch yesterday's show if you don't believe me. You're welcome. Let's see. I would try to pat myself on the back right now, but I might twist my shoulder, and I'm already having hip issues, so I don't want to twist my shoulder and hurt my shoulder too. So here we are. Anyways, from this perspective over here, from a swing trading perspective, Catalan, don't worry. It's still going to the moon. It's just kind of cooling off its engines right now, just building up some fire right here on both sides. These are the engines, and it's just going to traject into space after this. So don't worry. What would I do over here? If you get an engulfing candlestick like this today, and you get through this 25-day moving average, then I would go ahead and do something like this. That's the way that I would go ahead and short this thing. So just make sure you're getting enough selling volume come in. I would not short this thing from a long-term perspective, because only Lord knows what's happened. Now Elon hates Mo, and he won't ever get his Tesla. Listen, I love Elon Musk. I think I could read books about Elon and just listen. I'm notorious for sitting in my room alone watching YouTube videos of Elon Musk speak. He is just I just love the guy. His company's just, it's erratic. I mean, if I was in his position, I would be doing exactly the same thing, because you can get these crazy hype dorks to just do whatever he says to do. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm just not buying into it. But man, he's intelligent in so many different ways, and he is just such a personality that the guy can freaking sway markets. It's incredible. All right. EBIX. EBIX did something weird yesterday. Came down to 30.38, came up to about $37, settled around $35. So with this thing, guys, don't touch this today, in my opinion. I would just I would just leave it alone and just let everything settle down. There is no point of getting into that thing right now. Okay. Go to the Dash. Is this Doordash? Do I have enough chart here? When did they go public? So they went public. Okay, so we're almost there. We're almost at a year. If you wanted to, I still don't suggest you do this, but if you wanted to, because I like having 1 year of charts, you're almost there. If you get an engulfing candlestick down today, you certainly can do some kind of short on this. But you will see that Monday, you hit the 100, couldn't get through. Yesterday, you hit the 100 and barely closed under the 100. Oh, timeout, redact. Somebody redact that. I need my lawyer. What is going on right now? It's at $224.85. Did they report earnings today or something? They did, and they missed by 203% on earnings per share, but their revenue came in higher, so the stock price is naturally up as far as it can go. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Go and day trade it if you want to. Interesting. Swing trading hood. Miri, I would not swing trade hood just because you know this. You know that I need 1 year of chart. That's the only reason I wouldn't swing trade hood. I would go and day trade it. I think you're in a much better position to do that just because you don't have 1 year of chart. But good question. That is the only reason that I would not swing trade hood. Just I like to have 1 year of data. So with Snap, this gap should certainly fill. And I do think that this gap will also fill. So your gap might fill to here. It's about $70, and you might not get that extra $5, $6 a share, whatever that is. So follow it over here. You need increasing volume. Once you get increasing volume, you will start making this charge to the top. This is a good-looking stock. If somebody in the bid and ask could tag me, and please say Snap swing trade. That would be wonderful. They reported yesterday they bought a Finnish company too. I don't know what that means, but okay. Discovery, recovering thoughts. Let's see what Discovery is doing. Warren Buffett influenced Seritage. Okay, cool. All right. Discovery. So Discovery is a dog stock. It's done this several times over the past, months. After it came through the sweet spot, it just got to the bottom. Popped up here, got exciting. Popped up here, got exciting. It's popping up again. We're going to see. So the fact that it's popping up right here, and it's running into the 100, and you're losing steam on volume, and this thing is starting to roll over, tells me that you better be careful on this thing because, guys, I'm telling you right now, this one very, very well could pull back. Let's do AMD, and then we'll do Micron. And then we'll do Facebook/Meta phase or Meta Space or whatever the hell it's called. Advanced Micro Devices down $4 right now. So actually, it's funny. It is going to open the day where it kind of got to yesterday. So is this a flagpole pattern? Why don't we check? Guys, smash the like button for me. All right. So this is going to open at 144. I think this thing is going to come back to about 136, and we'll see what happens from there. It could either go back up like this, or it's going to come down to this 124, 125, 120 number, something in that regard. So just keep watching it. Make sure you're getting good volume in it. I would be, if you're in this, take your profits because you need to. Micron's a good looking stock. It's down. It's going to open a little bit lower, and here's the issue. So if we just look over here, it got through it closed above, the 100-day moving average on Monday. Yesterday, it got above the 100-day moving average, but it's kind of sputtering out because it takes a lot to get through a 100-day moving average. And right now, we're going to open here just above the 100. So I could foresee the way that this stochastic is going. I could see this thing coming back down and rolling down here. That is going to be an issue that you might face. So just keep watching it. Don't get into it quite yet, and you'll be all right. All right, FL possible swing trade. I don't think that'll happen. I want to look at Facebook, but I will look at FL after this. The problem with FL is it's kind of become a dinosaur. That's the issue. So let's see what we got here. So we definitely have a short in place. If you want to try to, well, you'll likely get an engulfing candlestick today on Meta. If you want to try to short this thing down to the 25-day moving average or a little bit lower down to the 200-day moving average, you can certainly try that because I think it could work. Now, you will not get much lower than the 200-day moving average unless something happens in this overall market. That is my opinion there. Roblox. Roblox is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Let's do Foot Locker first. Okay, so here's the issues for the swing trade. So your swing trade is over. You are getting, when you go through the sweet spot, this is what I liken it to. Here's your sweet spot, and here's your cookie jar. And you got all these cookies inside of here, right? And up here are if you reach into the bottom of the cookie jar right now, coming through the sweet spot, you're going to grab all these cookies. If you start to get to the top, if you get in this overbought area up in here like you are right now, all you're doing is grabbing crumbs at the bottom of the cookie jar. So with that being said, I think this trade is over. You're running into the 100-day moving average. You're running into the 200-day moving average. Unless you get a ton of volume and break out, I don't really see this thing going much further. It's very possible that it can happen. I just don't think that I would go for the likelihood of it happening. Nvidia, telling you guys this one's coming back down. Caesar, where you at? Talked about this yesterday. This is a big run, flagpole, no support falling in here. I am telling you guys, this is going to come back down here to this level around $250 a share. It's just going to happen. This is what these stocks do. This entire run has been totally insane and unwarranted, and talking about something that's going to happen with metaverse within the next decade. Come on, get real. Take advantage of this news. Take your profits on it. Move on. If it does continue to break out, but yesterday it got up to 323, closed at 306, and right now it's at 294. So Come on, guys. All right, next. It's going to be fun to watch this Rivian IPO or whatever EV that is. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be fun. Make sure you're watching that one. Make sure you're watching. What am I trying to say here? Rivian. I don't even know what the ticker is, but type it in and you'll find it. Roblox. All right, let's look at this Roblox thing. This is just the strangest thing to me. All right, so it was up 30% yesterday, and now it's down. I don't know what percent that is. 6%, 7%. All right, so what I would tell you to do, this gap is going to fill on Roblox. Even though it's disruptive, I don't know how disruptive it is. So this for sure is going to fall back down here. If you made money on this yesterday accidentally and lucky, please take profits because you'll be better off for it. What's the difference between my two charts? This chart on the right-hand side, this is my daily chart tracking daily movement of the stock on the daily stochastic, and this is my weekly chart tracking weekly movement. So if I zoom out here, oh wait, this is a terrible stock to look at because they don't have any data. If you zoom out here and let's go 1 year, and then you come over here, you notice that, where are we at? February 21. Let's go here. So you notice this moves quite more than the right side, left side of the screen. So that's that. All right, PayPal down 10% yesterday. Let's see what it does today. I would keep a watch on PayPal from the daily perspective because I think that this reaction was a little bit overdramatic and unwarranted, and I think that the stock price will come back. Let me rephrase that. A little dramatic and unwarranted for the news that came out about it. Do I think that PayPal is overpriced and it was completely warranted to fall that much? Yes. Same with Peloton. Let's look at Peloton. Did Peloton deserve minus almost 50% from the news that came out? No. Did they deserve minus 50% based on their total evaluation? Yes. So, all right, whatever. Yeah, I don't know about Peloton. PHM. Both sides are daily candles, though, everyone. Yes, correct. Both sides are tracking daily candles. It's just the stochastics are differente. Little Spanish lingo for you there. Pulte is running right into the 200-day moving average, and I do think that it's more likely than not going to turn down. It has almost filled that gap. So we'll see what happens. Keep a watch on it. Maybe throw a tracker share on it. See let this weekly get into the stochastic if it can, and go from there. All right, next. I will do two more, and then I'm going to get out of here. Costco. Okay, Costco. So you're fine if you want to. If you're in this and you've been in this for a while, you don't even really need to take profits yet. You can if you want to, just because you're kind of close to all-time highs. But until this red line rolls under yellow like that, I really wouldn't take profits on this thing. I think you're fine. You're still getting good volume. You know, I think it's okay. Let's see. Let me do one more, and then we'll go from there. Let's see. FedEx. Ragnar James. FedEx. Okay. So great looking swing trade that's happened over the past 5/6 sessions. If you get an engulfing candlestick today, there's a chance that you move up to the 100-day moving average, but I think that the chance is slight. Just because you're getting to the top of the stochastic, you are not having close to average volume multiple days in a row. If you want to, throw it over here on a long-term chart. Wait for this thing to get into the sweet spot. FedEx has room to run. It's just, and the good thing about FedEx is, let's see here. Let me check one thing. So FedEx is in a lot of people's portfolios, and they pay a dividend. So that's a good thing. And the reason I looked at that is to say shipping is going to happen over, it's going to pick up around Christmas. Secondly, so you could look at it as a Christmas stock. So I would pay attention to it from that perspective. Secondly, everyone wants to put FedEx in their freaking portfolio, all these money managers, because FedEx is like your American staple company. So that's that. And now we got it. NLS is down 8 pillar stock. Why do you always do FedEx and not UPS? All right, I'll do UPS because I like FedEx more. I like FedEx more than UPS. Nope, that's not true. I like UPS more than FedEx. I think that FedEx has a bigger name. I think that FedEx delivery service is always late. And maybe it's just where I live, but it drives me crazy. But from a investing perspective, I think a lot more people go with FedEx than UPS. So so you're just snapping back right now, and you're kind of creating this little W formation, which is great. Let's see here. Volume is completely falling off. Pay attention to this one. I do kind of foresee this start. If this snapback doesn't stop, and you are gaining in price today, but if we don't get some, my goodness gracious, I'm getting emails out the yang today. Where's my thingy? Do not disturb. There we go. You need to get true candles moving up. And if you don't, this thing is going to fall right back down. It's going to roll over. So that's it for today, guys. I will see you back here in 23 and a half hours. Friday, I think we'll do maybe a little bit of wins and losses on Friday. We'll do a little bit of wins and losses tomorrow because on Friday, I will not be here. I am going to my local high school to teach children about investing, something that they don't teach in schools anymore. Did they ever? I really don't know. But I'm doing my part. I got to get these kids to understand things better. So I'll see you guys later. I'll catch you on the flippity flap.